1 Corinthians 16:13 through 14.
Be on guard.
Stand firm in the faith.
Be courageous.
Be strong.
And do everything in love.
I'm Brandi Harper, and I am a graduate of what was back then Upland Christian Schools of the class of 2003, and I'm also currently the mom of Katie Guardado, who is a second grader, and then my little one is in preschool at Abundant. I started at UCA when I was in 5th grade, and then I went all the way through and I graduated. My two cousins also came here. My youngest cousin, he actually went from preschool all the way through high school. From here, I graduated and I went to Cal State San Bernardino, and I was fortunate enough because of here to receive a full scholarship to Cal State San Bernardino, which honestly, otherwise I don't know, I would have had a lot of issues trying to go to college just financially. So I got a full ride to go to Cal State San Bernardino. I graduated from there in 2006, and then I decided I wanted to go see what seasons were like. So I went to law school in Michigan. And I graduated from there with my Juris Doctorate in 2009, and then I moved back home and I passed the bar in 2009 and started practicing law. So I think one of the most significant moments I can pinpoint during my time at UCA is really I decided to become a lawyer when I was here, and I remember vividly sitting in the portable classroom of Mr. Stanley after school one day with him and Mr. Kine. And Mr. Kine at that time was taking night school classes at Laverne Law School. And I was talking to them just saying, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I kind of always thought I was going to be an archaeologist. I just don't think that's a feasible option for me now. And Mr. Kine goes, you should go to law school. And Mr. Stanley looks at me and goes, you definitely should go to law school. You love arguing. And so I was like, do you guys really think so? And at that time, nobody in my family had gone to college. I didn't even know a lawyer. So I was basically basing it off of Law and Order and what they were telling me. And so I just looked into it, and it was the beginning of senior year. I changed everything I was going to do and just decided, okay, I'll be a lawyer. So I think that in a lot of ways, UCA really prepared me not just for life, but like with specific skills that were going to help me throughout college, law school, and even in my career. Specifically things I can point to are when I was in high school, just my English classes, and I was in AP English, being able to really just learn how to write well. I think I was so far ahead when I went to college, and that kind of, followed me through to law school. And being a lawyer, I do a lot of writing, and it really has helped me. I think also just having the option at UCA to kind of do a little bit of everything and not really being told, no, you can't do that. It helps you just in life. Like for me, I just decided I was going to be a lawyer one day, and I didn't think anyone was going to tell me no. And I work in, I own my own law firm. And as a woman lawyer, that's really not that common, but I just didn't think anybody would tell me no, because no one ever told me no. In the way of, you can kind of do a little bit of everything. So I think that's something that's really important here. I think something that's unique to UCA as opposed to other schools is that you really learn how to be a good citizen in society, because you're kind of your own little society here. And so I was, in ASB and yearbook and doing some leadership. And so I learned how to be a leader here so that I could go out into the world and be a leader in my career and my profession. And I think that's something that's really important and unique here. I take calls anytime, whether it's about a case or they're having a bad day. I have clients that call me, and being able to talk to them, being able to pray with them is really important. And I think it makes an impact. And I love what I do, and it's not the most popular job to have these days, but I think it's important, and I think it matters, and I love doing it. When you are doing things that maybe aren't popular, but it's right, it gets hard. You just want to not do it, but you still have to, and you have to stand firm in what you believe and what you're supposed to do. And it's like every day when I drop my daughter off at school, I tell her, be good and be kind, because at the end of the day, like, who you are as a person and what kind of person you're being out in society is what's important. So, you know, she can learn how to read, she can learn to be smart, but like being kind, being good, doing what's right, like those are things that are so integral to who you are as a person that you have to have that. The reality is we live in Harper Valley out in Riverside, and there's a lot of Christian schools out there. My office is in Riverside, and so it was kind of the decision of, do we really want to make the commitment to drive every day out here and try and really make this work? And after really considering all of the options, I just was really strongly in favor of, yes, we're going to make it work, we're going to figure it out. So every day I basically drive from Riverside here to drop my daughter off and then past my house into my office. And it's a long drive, but honestly, I would never want her to be anywhere else, because I have seen so much growth in her, and just I can see her heart just really for the Lord, and that really matters to me. And just, you know, just even her reading is so amazing. And so for me, it was a lot of factors into why I wanted her to, you know, come here. You know, when I looked at other schools, I did look at curriculums, and I think that UCA has one of the best curriculums out there, where it's really integrated and built upon, and that's really important. And I think too, one of the best things I can say about UCA as far as curriculum and education is it makes you be a critical thinker. It's not just, here's a question, here's an answer, just memorize it and do the test and move on. It's a lot more of actual, you have to think about things, you have to work through it, you have to be a critical thinker. And I think that's really what's missing in society today, is there's not a lot of critical thinking. And so that's something that I really wanted for my daughters, and that's why it was really important for me to send them here.